And we'll do it all over again tomorrow, right here on ZIZ Radio 96.1. The morning show came to you compliments the Cable, Smart Electronics, Quartz, Domino's, and National Bank. Until next time, take care of yourself.
The specials at Domino's are hot, hot, hot for any occasion. Hot right out of the oven. 1 medium, 2 topping pizza, and 2 20-ounce Cokes, only $35. Free Coke with your lunch until 2 p.m. Small, 1 topping school child lunch special, only $14. 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $69. 2 large, 2 topping pizzas, and a 2-liter soda, only $92. Oh, and the big one, baby. Free lunch pizza every Tuesday with your favorite 2 for Tuesday special. So, come on down or call and order now and experience our tasty oven-baked goodness. Domino's, the home of satisfaction.
For hot and wild, call Domino's.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
The views and opinions expressed by participants and callers during this program are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. 1 solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
The views and opinions expressed by participants and callers during this program are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, its management, or sponsors. The station accepts no responsibility for statements made. Good morning, St. Kitts and Nevis, and welcome to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today, Wednesday, March 5th, 2025. That's Wednesday, March 5th, 2025, and you're listening to The Edge. When we open the phone line, you may call us at 662-8674. The number is 662-8674. And we are also streaming audio via our social media platforms on our YouTube channel and Facebook page. That's ZIZ Online and ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. Let me use this opportunity to extend the birthday greetings to those of you who are celebrating today or during the course of the week. And remember those who are mourning the loss of a loved one, and I pray that you find comfort in the fond memories shared. It's a new day, and I look forward to a conversation with you on matters of national importance. The Independence 42 Committee has announced the theme competition, the St. Kitts and Nevis Independence 42 theme competition. So the committee has announced the launch of the Independence 42 theme competition, and this initiative invites citizens and residents to create a theme that captures the essence of the nation's journey over the past 42 years of independence. The theme should reflect the country's rich history, present realities, and future aspirations. The competition is open to all citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis, who are encouraged to submit a concise, memorable phrase, clause, or short sentence no longer than 6 to 8 words. And the winning theme will serve as a unifying slogan for the nation's 42nd independence celebrations. So the guidelines: entries must be concise and memorable. Submissions should be no longer than 6 to 8 words. Participants must provide their names, addresses, and contact numbers with each entry. And the deadline for submissions is midnight on Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Again, the deadline for submissions is midnight on Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Now, the cash prize is 1,000 EC dollars. That's the cash prize of 1,000 EC dollars. And you may send your submissions to... One second. All right, so there is a... If you visit the website or the social media handles of the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, you will see where they have a very easy, accessible Google form where you can submit your entry. And there's also a QR code that you could scan with your tablet, phone, or other electronic device, where it will prompt you to the form where you can submit your entry. And those are the two options that are available. I believe there is an option for you to drop off your submission at the Cabinet Secretariat at the government headquarters, but the system now is for you to submit it via a Google form, which is accessible via their website, nis.gov.kn, or via their social media platforms, and it will prompt you to a form where you can fill in the information or scan a QR code. It is 8 minutes past. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on The Edge. Stay with us.
It has been 2 years since Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew led his team to victory at the polls and assumed the reins of government. He and his team came to office on the promise of restoring our nation to its glory days, when good governance assured every citizen and resident was guaranteed economic stability and employment, quality health care and education, modern housing, and visionary social protections. But where are they now? And how do they measure up in delivering on the promises made to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis? Join me, Ebony Brandon, on ZIZ Television each Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. with a rebroadcast on Fridays at 8 p.m. for the limited episode series, The Nine, an era of transformation. As together we explore how the Dr. Terence Drew-led government has followed through on their commitment to transforming the nation into the world's first sustainable island state.
Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business.
Hey, guess what? It's Radio Market.
Call in and sell your merchandise. You can negotiate and negotiate, give away and trade.
We on radio, internet and TV.
Like us, share us and subscribe to
ZIZonline.com.
And remember, we don't sell nothing over $5,000.
Call.
Join us every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock right here on ZIZ Radio. Call 465-6120, 465-1903, 662-8674 or 718-577-2916. ZIZ Radio, giving back to the people.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
The views and opinions expressed by participants and callers during this program are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, its management, or sponsors. The station accepts no responsibility for statements made. Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. For those of you who are just tuning in, I shared some details as it relates to St. Kitts and Nevis's Independence 42 theme competition, and it is now open. The competition guidelines are quite simple, where entries must be concise, memorable, and reflective of the nation's journey. Submissions should be no longer than 6 to 8 words. Participants must provide their names, addresses, and contact numbers with each entry, and the deadline for submissions is midnight on Sunday, March 30th, 2025. The cash prize is $1,000 EC, and the winner will be expected to appear and participate in specific Independence 42 activities. Please note that late entries will not be acknowledged or considered. Late entries will not be acknowledged or considered. So you are encouraged to put on your thinking caps and come up with a theme to celebrate St. Kitts and Nevis's independence as we celebrate 42 years. Switching to agriculture and the fisheries sector. The fisheries sector in St. Kitts and Nevis has achieved a historic milestone, generating a record-breaking 19.6 million EC dollars in revenue, which is an increase from 15.5 million recorded the previous year. And this marks according to the Ministry of Agriculture, this marks the highest figure on record within the last 10 years. And this, according to the Ministry of Agriculture, speaks to the nation's fisherfolk as well as the government's efforts to support and expand the industry. The growth stems particularly from the reef and demersal fishery, which played a major role in driving overall industry expansion. Total catch increased from 1,157,234 pounds in 2023 to 1,567,620 pounds in 2024, or a 35.4% increase. The Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, hailed the achievement as a testament to the nation's commitment to economic development through sustainable fisheries, and he emphasized that the success was not incidental but rather the result of strategic leadership. The government's role in fostering this growth has been pivotal, with investments in modernizing fisheries infrastructure, improving access to financial and technical resources, capacity building, and implementing policies to promote sustainable fishing practices. He further reaffirmed his dedication to advancing the sector, stating, quote, "As the Minister of Agriculture, I reaffirm my commitment to championing the interests of our hard-working men and women, creating more opportunities and driving even greater success. This is progress in action, and together we will continue pushing the boundaries, creating waves, and securing a brighter future for St. Kitts and Nevis." Again, this is with regards to the fisheries sector, seeing a significant revenue growth in 2024, and that growth has increased to 19.6 million EC dollars in revenue, which is an increase from $15.5 million recorded in the previous year. And this forms part of the Sustainable Island State agenda and ensuring that we could feed ourselves here in St. Kitts and Nevis. The fisheries sector, we know, is a really important sector, and we note the contributions and the advancements, made to the sector over the last couple of years, providing support to the fishers, to the fisher folk in carrying out their work. 2 new plants have been commissioned at the government quarry to boost efficiency and production capacity. So 2 plants were officially commissioned on Tuesday, which is expected to enhance the output capacity of the 40-year-old facility. A brand new rockback truck was also commissioned during the ceremony, and the power screen secondary crushing plant and the power screen screening plant will ensure a steady supply of aggregates to meet the increasing demand in the country's growing construction sector. Permanent Secretary for Public Infrastructure Daryl Lloyd emphasized that these upgrades were critically needed as the Quarry Division remains the single largest provider of aggregates in St. Kitts and Nevis, materials that are essential to the construction industry. So the new secondary crushing plant can process up to 250 tons of material per hour, a significant upgrade from the older machines, which could only handle 80 tons. Additionally, the new screening plant will ensure that aggregates are sorted into the correct sizes for various construction aspects. The Minister with responsibility for infrastructure, Conrad Maynard, described the acquisition and commissioning of the new equipment as an important moment in the evolution of the country's infrastructure or construction sector. He noted that the aggregates produced at the quarry will now be of higher quality than ever before, and he concluded that these advancements of the government quarry represent a strategic investment in the nation's future. The phone lines are open, and we're taking your calls at 662-8674. That is 662-8674. I think we have a call on the line. We'll take our first call for this morning. Hello, caller. Good morning and welcome to The Edge.
Greetings.
Yes, man. How are you doing today?
I am very much well.
All right. Let's keep it that way.
Just like that. Give thanks for taking our call and give thanks for the information shared so far. Okay. We just did something in the program before your program, so please allow us to exit. The ones we had the National Day Prayer. One of the venue was the Palace Street God. I'm just letting you all know that you can leave a folding table there and some electricity items. Please come on. We have them secure. Okay. We want to add to that quickly that prayer without work is like a body without the spirit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have to keep that in mind as we go forward. Because why is that? What's going on, we was noticing a lot of nasty environments, even near where those things those activities was happening. We was noticing a lot of polite violences. And, we really cannot leave to pray alone. We have a lot of work to do. Lots of work. And we have to balance the thing. And I want to repeat that. Prayer without work, like a body without spirit. The tourism sector, apart from the need to keep your own environment, the tourism, everything near venture deeper.
Mm-hmm.
We welcome that. Because the islands got little corners and could be some corners here and there. They call the Caribbean and the other Caribbean. But with the venturing deeper, we notice them really venturing deeper, better areas all more. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Not just the
overstand? So you said overstand.
Yes, it's good so, it's good so. Because when you understand.
All right, we lost that caller. It seems like he ran out of the credit there, man. Call us back at 662-8674. The phone lines remain open, 662-8674. For those of you who may just be tuning in, you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. We are celebrating our 64th anniversary. 64 years of dedicated service to St. Kitts and Nevis, and I say the Eastern Caribbean, ZIZ, the pulse of the Eastern Caribbean. The phone lines are open, and we are taking your calls. Do you have a call? All right. 662. It's 662-8674. That is 662-8674. We're taking your calls here on The Edge. Call us and lend your voice to the conversation here at hand. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking yourself.
I'm doing well.
Okay, great. I want to do congratulations to the ZIZ. Happy birthday to the ZIZ, and continue to live strong and live long, and we continue to be the powerhouse of the nation. God bless you guys. Just a question. For the independence slogan, how many words did you say?
Could you repeat that?
For the independence slogan, how many words did you say?
Oh, 6 to 8 words.
6 to 8. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great day and stay staying over when you're going to school.
You too, and thank you so much for your call. You're listening to the Edge on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. We're taking your calls. An opportunity for you to call in and share a goodwill message as we celebrate our 64th anniversary. 64 years of service to St. Kitts and Nevis and the Eastern Caribbean. Call us at 662-8674. That is 662-8674. And let's have a conversation on matters of national importance. For those of you who may just be tuning in, I shared some details as it relates to the Independence 42 theme competition. The theme should be concise and memorable, and it should be about 6 to 8 words. So no more than 8 words, but 6 to 8 words. And you have up until March 30th midnight, which is a Sunday, to submit your entries. Tomorrow, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis will be holding a press conference, or Prime Minister's press conference, with the cabinet ministers, and so we'll be tuned into that and see what updates will come out of that as it relates to things happening within the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. I think we have a caller on the line, so let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. Hello, caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing?
I am doing well, and you?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I have something to state to you. I don't know how much you could get in it, but you just listen. At Bell Cape, where the turtle does nest and the birds does nest on the shoreline, round there is in a terrible state with mash up for turtle nesting and bird nesting. Plus, the road to go down there is so unpredictable. You might drown on the road and all without going the sea water as long as you reach in the area. Next thing, there are 13 Cranston where they had parts for Gulf Coast and making a cannery dump yard. It needs somebody in government who looking at these departments to drive down to that overly state yard of Cranston and see the garbage down here with old Betsy, old fridge and all kinds of things. They nearly want to dump them anywhere they have to go around here. It's a nuisance. Let somebody who gets in pay in government take a jeep and go around here, have a look at it, and got to put up some kind of warning. It's not looking nice, and it's obstructing. Water can come up through the valley one day and drown everybody in the train. Somebody needs to go around there, have a look at it. Thank you for listening.
All right, Colin, thank you for sharing that with us. It is 11:28, and we're taking your calls here on The Edge. Call us at 662-8674. That is 662-8674. We're celebrating 64 years of service here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Call us and share a goodwill message. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad for my age. And good morning to the listeners home and abroad. Carl Brown here. A couple of things. The double road in Shadwell Point Garden, they have two big drains on the other side where they have black pipes under the ground, and that takes the water that comes from on top from everybody's house and elsewhere. One of the drains is completely blocked up. They're going to have to come with a backhoe and lift up the slab and scoop out the drain. Because all the water, what's supposed to be running on the ground is running on top. And going down there by the churches, there are two churches, they're nowhere. There are two churches, the water is going down there. right? Which in that water supposed to run underground into some black pipes and go down in the concrete drain and go into College Street gut. So we are asking the people to all y'all come. My number is 668-4820. Those people could call me and I could show them where it is beyond the double road in Point Garden, Sadwell, and they could bring it back and lift up the slab and scoop it out, and then it will continue to flow. The other thing, sir, is Sadlodge High School. They had a PTA meeting on Monday night, and persons who attend the PTA meeting sent me a video where the school have lights in the building, but the yard is completely dark. And they are complaining. When you see the video, you cannot even see in the yard how black it is. They are complaining that the teachers and people are afraid when they have anything up there in the night, even to go to the car. The parking lot itself don't even have lights. So we are calling on the authorities to put some lights in the Sadler's school yard. And also, I attended the Washington Archibald High School Sports Day on Sunday. So, you know, the Washington Archibald High School have about 400 and up students. Mm-hmm. And you hear me talking about these students must work to gain scholarship. And they did not have 80 athletes taking part in that sport. You hear how much students? Over 400 and up. And they didn't have 80 athletes taking part in the sports day.
So is it that the students are no longer interested in participating in the sports day? They're not being motivated? What do you think the issue might be?
Listen, like I've been telling you for the past 2 weeks, the students now, all they looking at and they are interested in is to put on a fashion show at the sports day. Everybody is into ordering the hair, the nails, the toes, the clothes, the shoes, the bag to match. And they don't have no scholarship for that. They're not interested, and I'm telling you, for the past 2 weeks, the teachers them are complaining from the primary school up to the high school that they cannot get athletes to even participate in the you know, the warm up towards the sports day. Mm-hmm. You know, the heats and stuff. Right. They have to be threatening them to get them to compete, and even to that, they still ain't competing. Right? So the sports day now, and I keep telling you, when you go to the sports day, the match card is so small. The athletes are so little. Right? Could you imagine Orange House didn't got 25 athletes? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I follow you, man. I mean, it's definitely a cause for concern.
Yes. And not only that, the sports that them are finishing, they have to start the sports with them late so it could go into the evening because the athletes them are so little. And not because of the inclement weather on Sunday for the Washington Archibald School, but I have been to a lot more sports, and they're telling you sports can start 12:30, 1:30, and sports starting after 3 and so. And it's good weather, on good weather days. Right? And like I am saying, right, we have to keep promoting that there is no scholarship and there is no scout out there is watching people who come to put on a fashion show and who is modeling. Scouts are out there for athletes who are taking part and who are doing good in activities. Right? And you can win a full scholarship. And like I say, the thousands of children that we have going to school, I could bet you 150 parents of these thousands of children cannot afford a scholarship.
All right, caller. Thank you so much. We do want to take some more calls, so thank you for your contribution to the program. I believe we have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Hi, Devon. What we have to understand is a different era. The things that we were committed to, they are not committed to now. You know, it's just style and, you know, everything is device. So we might have to plug them up to some sort of device to get them run. Because everything is of technology. The children are into them things there now. So I don't know. To me, just the first farmers and the second farmers, the younger ones, are the ones who will take that. I don't really go to sports. I don't have time. You know. But to me, those are the ones that would really take part. Once you start coming like meeting like third farm and so on, you know. And I think they don't get a lot of bash down too. A lot of the public people just, you know, say a lot of bad things about them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't encourage them. They need motivating too. But you just watch and see what happens.
Yeah, you've made a good point there. I mean, for me, I've never been an athletic person, but throughout primary and high school, I've seen people who, they start well. They start off really, really good, and then they just fall off. They lose interest. Perhaps they need motivation, whether it be from their support team, the family, friends, the coaches. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, and they're not going to put in that to get up and go to train, and that's too much for them. No.
Yeah.
Not in that. Hell no.
Yeah. All right, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution. You too. Have a good one. It's 11:36, and you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. We're taking your calls at 662-8674. It's 662-8674. We are celebrating 64 years of service to St. Kitts and Nevis and the Eastern Caribbean, giving you an opportunity to call in and share a goodwill message with us as we celebrate our anniversary. And for those of you who may have just tuned in, I shared some details on the Independence 42 theme competition. The theme should be about 6 to 8 words, and it should be concise, short, and memorable. And you have up until Sunday, March 30th to submit. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll continue taking your calls. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Devon.
Yes. How are you doing today?
Devon, not too bad. You know what happening right now, right? With sports and different things in the country, especially with these young people. A lot of these young men and women that are lazy. They're lazy. They have nothing to do with this and that. They're just lazy. You understand? I believe that back in our time, we was more sport-oriented because when we see other children playing sport, we go out and we play sport, and you had other people trying to encourage you. You know, you had elderly encourage you and sort of play sport. Because we were desperate to play sport. But I believe now technology has taken a lot from the young people into. They're more into technology and more into playing sports. Computer, phone, and all kind of different things. Back in the days, we had no much sporting complex. And we used to take cane field when the cane field and gear out to make playground. Even make race track, because we used to race stuff. We used to organize our own thing in our own community. But nothing like that happening now. And it looks like nobody like there to encourage the young people them. But as far as whether they encourage them or not, a lot of them are lazy, just lazy. And that comes from the parents them. The parents them encourage them to go there and play sport or do whatever. All right, then, Devon, you take care.
All right, caller, thank you so much for your contribution. You've made some really valid points there. And as the caller stated before, people perhaps for some reason, maybe losing interest. What people were interested in back then may not necessarily be what they're interested in now. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll continue taking your calls here on The Edge. Hello, caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Good morning, sweet voice Devon.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Apache. Big up ZIZ 64. Happy birthday to ZIZ.
Thank you.
I listen to you all the time.
All right. Thank you so much for your support.
Number one station. And my birthday is 12th next week.
All right.
Thank you and be safe.
All right,
God
you
bless
too.
you, man.
All right.
Thanks.
You have a good one. And I'll be sure to send out your birthday greetings the 12th. Let's take your calls. Hello, caller.
Hi, good morning, Devon. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank God. This morning I just want to send out birthday greetings to my beloved wife, Joyce Wilson, as well as to say congratulations to ZIZ on its anniversary, as well as to the Antioch Baptist Church.
Oh, yes. Antioch is celebrating today as well.
Yes, and Devon, pertaining to sports, what I would say as former director of sports and also being manager of several national teams over the years, what we find happening is that the youngsters nowadays are so privileged because the days gone by, many people look at sport as an avenue to get out of their situation. And we have had several persons here in St. Nevis who would have used sports to go on to do academics and to develop a profession, and so youngsters must realize the importance. We are in an era when you can actually get free education because of whatever athletic bonus you have. And so we have, over the years, been singing to these young people to let them know a lot of us would have come out of the bowels of poverty. So there is scope now for you to get your free scholarship, go on to study. When I look at some students from Sandy Point, for example, a Maxime Isaiah, he came out, he went and did his degree. A Rota Johnson, a Elvira Francis, and the list goes on and on and on. There are so many names we can call. So we are saying that there are people in front of us who, because of their sporting ability, went on. They got their free scholarship and now they are contributing to the development of the country. And so it is a matter that maybe things are too easy for some of these young people now. Everything is on the plate now. They don't have to go look for it. Everything is put on the plate. And as a result, the interest is not there. So that is my little piece for today. But opportunities are there. The opportunities are there, but the question is whether or not they're going to take up the opportunities and make the best of it.
Mm-hmm. All right, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Right.
You've made some really interesting points there, as well as the other callers I've listened. One of the points that stood out for me was the fact that times have changed, and this is not me trying to justify why people may not necessarily be interested in participating in sporting activities or whatever. I believe one of the concerns could be motivation. As I mentioned, throughout school, I saw people who were excellent and really, really good athletes in, let's say, first, second form. And then from third, fourth, fifth, they started to lose interest. And it could be a case where the support system was not there. And even if there was a support system, it wasn't as robust. It wasn't as good as it should be. And so they fell off the way and they lost interest. But at the same time, it is still important for us to acknowledge those who have made a really good contribution to the development of sports in St. Kitts and Nevis and who have gone on to do great things. There are some people who started in primary school and they have now received scholarships to further their studies, and they have gone to represent St. Kitts and Nevis and the regional stage and the international stage, and they have done well, and we ought to recognize those. Perhaps those who are upcoming now, primary, secondary, could look at those people who have passed through that stage as inspiration and reach out to them for some advice. What did you do then that I am not doing? No. It's 11:45. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on The Edge. Stay with us.
Hey, guess what? It's Radio Market.
Call in and sell your merchandise. You can negotiate and negotiate, give away and trade.
We on radio, internet, and TV.
Like us, share us, and subscribe to
ZIZonline.com.
And remember, we don't sell nothing over $5,000. Join us every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock right here on ZIZ Radio. Call 465-6120, 465-1903, 662-8674 or 718-577-2916. ZIZ Radio, giving back to the people.
Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business.
Hi, children. This one is just for you. It's the
ZIZ Children's Connection Program.
This Saturday on this radio station.
Come, listen.
Join me, Uncle N, and my co-host,
Sir Michael Robin, and Jaden Holland, and other children just like us, ages 5 to 12. To listen and participate in exciting stories,
powerful lessons,
math quizzes,
and wise words.
Also win prizes and surprises. That's cool! ECCB Children's Connection Program.
Make sure you check out ZIZ Radio this Saturday at 9:30 a.m. for this exciting program designed just for you.
The views and opinions expressed by participants and callers during this program are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, its management, or sponsors. The station accepts no responsibility for statements made. Hello and welcome back to The Edge on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today, Wednesday, March 5th, 2025. It is 11:48, and we are winding down as we prepare for our midday newscast. We are celebrating 64 years of service to St. Kitts and Nevis and the Eastern Caribbean, and the phone lines are open at 662-8674. So you may call us and share a goodwill message on our anniversary. And I also share some details about the Independence 42 theme competition. It should be short and concise, memorable, and you have up until the 30th of this month to submit your entries. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take your calls. Hello, caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Greetings, proud of me, brother. Sorry about your book ending there. Them things happen, you know? Okay. Before we catch up with the work, let's big up the big ups that I said and celebrating Earth today and blessed Earth month on March 5th, you know? Okay, big up. All right. We want to add echo the congrats for the success, you know, in the agricultural sector. I mean, wish the sector all the best going forward. Yeah, because, you see agriculture, His Imperial Majesty call it a sacred task. And it is really sad, you know. Yeah, we are really nothing to it, you know. All right, we can go on and say, we welcome the feminine energy in leadership in Anguilla. Yes. Yeah, we know, say, you know, people is people, but we truly know, say, women in leadership make a big difference, you know. Big difference that men in leadership don't make. Yeah, we know that. So we welcome that feminine leadership in Anguilla and all the best to the leadership party and the entire Anguilla, you know. Yes, my queen, my newborn queen up there in England celebrating. Yes, great. Continue. Yeah, man, best wishes. Okay, everyone, we were saying that the venture deeper now, people them walk here and walk there and walk up and down, you know, up and down. Especially like how, you know, have that crime up. We got to think too, you know, but we have that crime up murder thing like some places wrong and about. So the people them walk, you know, you got them kind of people who just chat and believe you me. Believe you me. This is shame. With certain areas where we see people are walk. We still online, isn't it? Are we still online?
Yes, caller, we're online.
Certain areas where we see people are walk. And the state are the drain, I mean, the cleaning are going, you know. We see cleaning are going. We don't say cleaning are going. But we keep saying, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Minister and Lady in Environment, Lady Clark, who I know as a baby. Look, if we have to put policies and legislation in place about this nastiness, what you are waiting for? We keep walking behind nasty people and cleaning up the mess. When we going to stop doing that? Wasting energy, money, everything. Let us do what we have to get really mean what we say in the anthem, for the four words. Oh, land of beauty. Because we are living out in this one. That is not a reality. We are marrying the beauty with this nastiness. And we will like want to be down the carpet. And we are saying venture deeper. Venture deeper. I see a lady, pardon?
No, go ahead, I'm listening.
I see a lady, one of the toys, almost, she see it in time, and she just almost step in shit. I said, what? And this is the next heart of 10 minutes, Reggie. I mean, what?
You're talking about human feces?
Huh?
You're talking about human feces?
No, it was dog.
Yeah, okay.
No, hold on, man. I mean, we know we have street dogs. We have dogs that live on street. Just like we have fowl and blah live on street. See a man calling them like that for birds. So therefore, if we know we have them, and we're not taking them off the street. Are you with me?
But how do you take a street dog off the street? How do you take a street dog or a foal off the street? No, that's a serious question. Like, how would you take them chickens and them foals off the street?
How do you take them off?
Yeah.
How do you take them off? That's your question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's answer this. You take them off by just taking them off. Does that answer your question? Yes or no? If it don't, I will continue.
It doesn't really answer the question. I'm looking specifically at what exactly are you going to do? Because we
want to continue coming others is on the time. We'll ponder the question a bit more and come back with the next answer.
All right.
But that's the quickest answer come to me. You know? Yeah. Okay. We want to continue upon the point of the nastiness, but we don't leave it there for now. But we want to share our 8th word concerning the we want to share something. We ain't in no competition, we just want to share. It goes like this. 42 long years, yet few love hard tears.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carter, for your contribution. I mean, yeah, I get the point that you've made, Carter, and, you know, keeping St. Kitts and Nevis clean. And you have been one of those persons who continue to advocate for a clean environment here in St. Kitts and Nevis. But the one about the feces, though, the dog feces on the side of the road. I mean, everywhere you go, you're going to find dog and fowl and cat and these things. You're going to find their feces on the side of the road. And I don't see that being a major issue. That is how you feel, and I totally respect your position. I'm not trying to disrespect your position, but as for me, I don't see that being a big issue. If I hop on a plane and I go to St. Lucia, and I'm walking down the road and there's dog feces on the side of the road, I mean, that's not gonna make even if I step in it, I'm not gonna immediately see, man. I'm not gonna jump and say St. Lucia is nasty. It is going to happen, you know, and taking the street dogs off the street, right? That's going to be a Herculean task. You've been listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I've been your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today. Until next time, you guys stay safe and continue to enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I don't believe there will be an Edge tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Prime Minister's press conference, which is expected to begin at 10 a.m. And so until next time, you guys stay safe. Hoping to see you or hear from you on Friday. Hoping to hear from you, sorry, because I can't see you. So hoping to hear from you on Friday. God's be alive. God's be my life and yours. Coming up now is our midday newscast.